You two are back on Broadway in company. I mean, the last time I saw the both of you was your opening night, which was so exciting. I mean, that gorgeous carpet outside. I mean, there were so many like celebrities there. You had original cast members there that night, and I mean, how magical was that night for both of you? Finally, Rashidra.
I I kept saying all night it felt surreal. I couldn't believe that we were actually there.
Yeah.
Um, all day I kept waiting for the other shoe to drop. We get daily COVID testing at our theater. So it wasn't until about, let's say the curtain was 6 o'clock. I don't even remember. It wasn't until 5:55 that I finally was like, oh, this is happening. There were no positive cases today. Like we're actually doing this. And I think that's when it finally started settling in and I started accepting it. And then by the time we got to seeing you and everyone on the red carpet, it was just like, wow, so that just happened. Okay. Like usually openings are always really special because it's the time where the show finally gets officially turned over to us as the cast, and we are officially presenting our baby and opening it up to the world and the masses without the tinkering of the team. So there's already that excitement, but just after waiting 2 years to finally get there it's indescribable.
Yeah. Greg, for you.
Yeah. I mean, I completely agree. Really, really surreal, only because in the pre-pandemic, we had only done a handful of previews. And so to be at that night finally, where we had been thinking about it, dreaming about it, trying to picture it or maybe on some level had like stopped picturing it for a very long time, feeling like it wasn't possible to have it finally arrive was really, really special. And, due to the circumstances of COVID, we had a celebration after the show, which was really small and kind of just us, which was difficult and sad and strange and odd and all of those things, but also kind of felt meaningful in this time because typically at an opening night party, you don't see anybody that you worked on the show with. You're like walking around being like, who are these people? Why are they eating all of this food? And, to walk around and be like, oh, I know you, I worked on this thing with you. And to kind of be able to have meaningful interactions with people that you've spent this time with was pretty special.
Yeah.
See, that's what I loved that made your opening night so special. You were able to just be the company family at your opening night saying, you all have like, oh my gosh, we made it. Like you could all like just have those emotions, cry, hold each other, saying, as opposed to just wandering through people waiting in line to get food at a buffet.
I never danced at an opening night party. We danced.
We danced.
What is it like living in the world of company? As you can tell behind me, I love this show. I've got the original poster, I've got your playbill, I've got pictures in this book that Lincoln Center gave me of unseen pictures on the original production. I have always loved this show. I mean, what's it like living in the world of this? Greg, I'll start with you.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's really meaningful, especially these days, given the passing of Steve, to be in this show and to kind of keep this light on. And, it's a show that I have loved for a very, very long time and, listened to the vinyl when I was a little kid and was obsessed with it. And so it's really, really meaningful. And the group that Marianne has assembled to work on it is extraordinary because everyone is like proper singers and actors. And it's just like a fascinating group of theater monsters. So to live among those people is really, really amazing.
Rashidra.
Yeah, it's much the same. For me, it's an eye-opening experience. I'm one of the least knowledgeable musical theater performers you will probably ever meet in your life. I don't know if that's good or bad. But I knew nothing about company before my audition. And I almost didn't audition for the show. It was from the urging of my friends. So to be coming in and not know anything about the show and to just have this be my deep dive into the magic of Sondheim, and just like Greg said, just the morning of my audition was the day that the press release came out with the cast announcement. And so I woke up and rolled over and checked Broadway World and was like, oh my God, so many friends are going to be working together. That's amazing. All right, well, I'm probably not going to book it, but at least I'll get on casting's radar again. That'll be fine. And it was about 5 weeks before I actually heard and got my offer. And when my agent called to tell me, I literally, the first words out of my mouth were, "Wait, seriously? I've been checking the interwebs every day to wait for the press release to see who got it. What do you mean it's me?" And so just going from that and walking in the room with so many friends, but people that I genuinely respect who are just the best of what we do. And it's just such a special group, such special material. We got to opening night and the day of Steve's passing when we did the evening show, the lyrics, especially at the end of Company, the life is, love is, lots of, that was the moment that almost broke me. And just being a part of something that's such a celebration of New York and probably hands down one of his best pieces of theater that he wrote with this spectacular group of people under Marianne's direction and her hand. The woman is such a genius and so kind and giving and gracious. And I think that can be said of the entire group. And it's a really special experience.